And welcome to another round Sports Views. Tonight I'm reviewing CD Marathon 0, FC Motagua 2 in the first leg of the 2021 Scotiabank CONCACAF League quarterfinal. Marathon does not win at home, does not have a good game at home. Motagua dominates Marathon, and it started in the 5th minute, pretty early. Ball centered into the box by Kevin Lopez. What a run by Kevin Lopez to get the ball in. He just blazes down the wing, blazes into the box, centers it. Diego Oski gets onto it, hits it into the net, the top level of the net, top of the center. And that is an amazing goal. Denovan Torres can't get there. 0-1, 1-0 for Motagua at San Pedro Sula. That's the way it would go into halftime. Then in the 62nd minute, Gonzalo Klusner, ball gets played in to the center. He heads it in. Free header, easy header for Klusner. He just bodies his way through. 0-2. That's the way the match would end. 2 goals, 2 away goals for FC Motagua. They lead this tie, and they also help Forge FC stay in a CONCACAF Champions League place. So thank you very much. I'm okay with that, even though my prediction will be wrong for this tie. 1 for 3. Ugh. Hopefully Forge does come back, but if they don't, they probably still have to win the game at Tim Hortons Field, but even if they don't win enough to get through, they would still get to the CCL. So that's fine, but enough about that. Stats are as follows: 9 shots to 6, 4 shots on target to 3, 50% possession to 50% possession, 313 passes to 305 passes, 83% pass accuracy to 92% pass accuracy, 12 fouls to 8, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 reds to 0, 0 offside to 2, 6 corners to 3. Very good game for Motagua. Very good game for Motagua. The game went back and forth, I would have to say, between both teams. They both had chances. They both went forward. Defensively, they were both strong. I think Marathon did create more chances, but Jonathan Rougier stood on his head for Motagua. Very good game for Jonathan Rougier. I'll get to him. I think he's the man of the match. But again, we'll be a little bit more professional and cordial about that later on. Again, something that leads into this match is the fact that Motagua beat Marathon 2-1 on the weekend going into this game. So they had already played them a couple of days ago. So this game, that kind of sucks though. When you play somebody in the league and then like 3 days, 4 days later, you play him again. Almost a week later. It's sort of like, okay, we know what we got to do. We know what we will do. Here we go. Like, doesn't that that could either make it very hard or very much better for them. But with that being said, you look at it and Marathon did not play very well. They did have their chances. It was back and forth, especially in the first half. But I would say Motagua were the better team tonight by far. They were dominant. They were strong. They did not stop. They didn't care that they were away. They did not care. They wanted this more than anything. You saw the fight out of them. They wanted to prove people wrong, because what did I say about Motagua before this tie? That they didn't give me hope, not hope, but they didn't impress me in their first round against Universitario. Well, they wanted to prove people wrong, because guess what? I'm sure more people said it than me, and especially in Spanish. I didn't say it in Spanish, but I'm sure people did. They put it on the bulletin board, and they were like, we're going to prove you wrong. Oh, they did. This was the Motagua I was expecting. Now, I will say this. I did have them going through all my full predictions, but not this round's predictions. So I will have it right somewhere, just we don't know. The full bracket or this round. I'll have it right somewhere. But Motagua is now what I expected them to be. This is what I thought of them. And Emilio Izaguirre wasn't great. He got taken off early in the match for Carlo Costly. So I guess selling Emilio Izaguirre, Marathon getting him from Motagua, turned out fine, I guess, for Motagua. They were like, yeah, we don't need him. Guess they didn't, because he didn't do jack squat, and he probably won't play the second leg either. I know it's 2 weeks away, but we'll see what happens with him, but maybe that was a stroke of genius. Maybe that was a stroke of genius. Maybe they knew what they were doing. Okay, cool. It looks like they did. It looks like they did. Motagua went out to win. To win. And maybe since it's Honduras versus Honduras, they were like, we want to be the better Honduran team, the best Honduran team in this tournament this year. Olympia kicked out because of Ronnie Brunswijk. We want to be the last one standing, and that's the way they were playing. They want to be the last one standing out of Honduras, and maybe even the last one standing in this tournament. They know what they want. They know what they want, and they're going to get it. They were playing like they wanted to get it. Defensively, strong. Offensively, 2 great goals. 2 great goals, and honestly, they were offside 2 more times. It could have been 4. 4 away goals would have been it. Hell, 2 is pretty much it. Depending on how it happens in the home leg, they ain't got to do nothing in the home leg but hope they don't concede. If they want to, I wouldn't do it. You're playing a team from your country that you've played 3 times already all year so far, or this season, the Apertura and the CL. I would just finish them off. I would score 1 goal, 2 goals. Hell, 1 more goal will probably do it. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. But Kevin Lopez has been hurt. Their talisman so far in the CONCACAF League, this year and last year, has been hurt. And Diego Ozki, the goal scorer to make it 1-0 Motagua in this game, suspended next game for a second yellow in this tournament. So that could do something. That could make it harder. Their 2 best players, or their 2 most meaningful players tonight and overall in this tournament, have been probably not going to play the second leg. Well, Diego Ozki, definitely not. Kevin Lopez, probably not. We got to see what happens with him, but he went off on a stretcher. He got stretcher jobbed. He's done. You don't get stretcher job for a cramp or a hamstring strain or ankle strain. He's going to be gone for 2 weeks. He's not playing the second leg. I'm not a doctor, but I would put my money on it. He's not playing the second leg. So you got to basically say, maybe defending would be the idea. Maybe defending at home would be, you know what? We got 2 away goals. We don't let them score 2. 2-0 for them would be a penalty shootout. Anything more, we lose. Honestly, if you even allow them 1 goal, you still go through. So maybe defending, kind of like they did against Universitario in Honduras, would do the job. That worked for them. Maybe it will. Maybe that's what they're going to do, because they, now that I think about it, probably would make sense. With that being said, man of the match for me, Jonathan Rougier made the saves to keep it a clean sheet for Motagua with the 2 away goals. That's a great performance. He was strong. As I said, Marathon had more chances. They just couldn't put him away because Jonathan Rougier stood on his head, made amazing saves like he has for a long while. And the reason that, honestly, Motagua did not make last year's Champions League or this year's Champions League from last year's CONCACAF League, because he did not play the play-in round. If he does, guess what? That penalty shootout probably goes Motagua's way, but he didn't. This is why you play him. For moments like this, you're 1 game away from CONCACAF, and even if you lose, well, if you get knocked out, you're probably going instead of Forge. But still, got to feel pretty comfortable, don't you? Man of the match, Jonathan Rougier. With that being said, thank you for watching this recap review of Marathon versus Motagua. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Check out my Patreon, $5, $10, or $20 a month. Anything's appreciated. Help support the channel. Be awesome if you do. Also support by liking, sharing, commenting, putting this in playlists, super chats on the live streams, and all of that. Sharing this with your friends, putting this in playlists, all of that. On Saturday, I have an off day tomorrow. On Saturday, I will be doing a live stream and RSR for Toronto FC versus CF Montreal, the 401 derby, the last MLS match I will be doing live for Toronto FC. Of course, they still have the 2 Canadian Championship matches, at least one, if not the final as well. But who knows? Maybe we blow up in the semifinal 2 weeks from now. So who knows? But at least I'll be doing that and hopefully the Canadian Championship final. But this is the last MLS game I'll be doing both live and RSR for. Of course, Philadelphia, RSR, Atlanta away, RSR, and Decision Day against DC will have a RSR. But those games don't matter. This is the 401 derby. It still sort of matters, even though it doesn't matter anyway. It matters for us because we could spoil Montreal and we could beat them. And for Montreal, if they win, that gives them more playoff rope in their position, you know. So with that said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later. Hopefully you enjoy this one. I'm out.